Hello everyone, you're welcome to this class. So in this class we want to look at corrections to the trigonometric ratios of special angle quiz that we gave you. So we're going to start with the first one here. So the first question is this. So it says a ladder 8 meters long leans against a vertical wall so that it makes an angle of 60 degrees with the wall. So how far is the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall? So leave your answer in short form. That this is where the special angle comes in. As you can see that the angles that you have there is 60 degree, which is part of the special angle we treated in the video. So in this case, the first thing we're going to sketch. Let's sketch the. So let's. This is the wall. We now have a ladder and leans on it like this. So this is the ladder and it makes an angle of 60 degree with the wall, not with the horizontal ground. It makes it with the wall. So if it's with horizontal ground, so the angle will be here. All right, and the ladder is 8 meters long. So how far is the distance of the foot of the ladder? This is the foot of the ladder here from the wall. That means we are looking for this place. So from here, we're going to see that we're going to make use of SOHCAHTOA. So which of the SOHCAHTOA are we going to use? So this is the opposite, this is hypotenuse, and this is adjacent. Because this side is the side facing the angle we have here, 60 degrees. And this is the side that is facing angle 90 degrees, which is 8. So the other one will be the adjacent. So in that case, we are using what? Opposite, adjacent. Opposite, hypotenuse, rather. Opposite, hypotenuse. We are looking for opposite and we are given adjacent. So we're going to make use of using what? Using so. So which says sine theta equals to opposite divided by what? Hypotenuse. So that means sine 60 degrees equals to opposite, which is x, all over what? 8. So what is sine 60 degree? So sine 60 degree from the special angle we did. So if we should go back to the special angle, sine 60 degree is root 3 over 2. That is root 3 all over 2. Then which is equal to x over what? 8. So from here we cross multiply here. Alright. So when we cross multiply, so we're going to have 2x equals to 8 root what? Root 3. So we divide both sides by 2. So 2 we cancel 2, then x equals to 2 here 1, 2 here 4. So f equal to 4 square root of 3. As you can see, because we have to leave our answer in short form, so there's something for you to do again. So this becomes the answer. Hope that is very clear. Alright. So you still need to go back to the video and watch it several times for you to master the concept very well. So, and this question 2, if cos theta is this, is root 3 over 2. Calculate tan theta divided by sine square theta. So when you have this cos, you're given cos to be cos theta equals to root 3 over 2. And we are given a question on tan and sine. How do we do that? So which means you have to draw your right angle triangle and indicate the theta. You can put your theta anywhere. So I'm putting the theta here. So and cos is talking about k, right? That is the ratio k, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So this is the opposite here. This is the opposite. This is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. So which we are saying adjacent is this, hypotenuse is this. So which means this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. So adjacent is root 3 and the hypotenuse is 2. So we can use this concept to find the opposite. So we use Pythagoras theorem. So we say hypotenuse square equals to square the sum of the square of the opposite and the square of the adjacent. So hypotenuse is 2 squared, that is 2 squared. The opposite is what we don't know, opposite square, plus adjacent, what is square root of root 3. Alright, so the square here, this square we cancel, this is 3 here. this square will cancel the square root. All right, so this is 4 equals to opposite degree plus what? Plus 3. So therefore, so opposite squared equals to what? 4 minus 3. All right, that is opposite square is equal to what? 1. That means opposite is equal to what? Equals to 1. Square root of 1 is what? 1. So which means the opposite here is what? Is 1. So you can then use to find this one. So we can then say that tan theta, which is 2, opposite over adjacent. What's the opposite here? 1. All over what? Adjacent root 3. All right. Then sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. That is 1 over 2. Then sine square theta, that is square of this, which is equal to 1 all over what? 4. So we can then come back to the question and say tan theta divided by sine square theta. So tan theta is 1 over 3, root 3 rather, divided by sine square theta, which is 1 over 4. So we can change it to be 1 over root 3 times 4 over 1. So which is equal to what? 4 all over root 3. But we cannot leave the answer like this. So you have to rationalize this. So that means we're going to multiply by what? Root 3 all over what? Root 3. So we can have it. Let's complete it here. Let's complete it here. So this is going to give us, so that is going to be 4 root 3 all over what? 3. 4 root 3 all over what? 3. That is option B. I hope that is very clear. So we go to the next question. So this one is cot. We did reciprocal of the angles, right? That is inverse of it. So whereby we talked about sec, we talked about cosec, we talked about cot. So cot here, as I've explained, is the reciprocal of what? Tan, 1 over tan, and it's given to be 12 all over what? 5. So if you are, that means we are saying that we need to change this. How do we change this? So cot is 1 over tan, and 1 over tan is what? Tan, which is 2, is opposite over what? Adjacent. That is 1 all over opposite over what? Adjacent. So which means we are going to say adjacent over what? Opposite. So we is equal to 12 over what? Over 5. So we can then use this concept to come up with a right angle triangle. So let's say this is our theta here. So the opposite is 5 and the adjacent is what? Is 12. We are looking for what? Hypotenuse. So which means when you apply it, hypotenuse squared equals to opposite squared plus what? Adjacent squared. That is hypotenuse squared. Opposite squared here is 5 squared plus 12 squared. So which will give us hypotenuse squared equals to what? 25 plus 144. So that means hypotenuse squared equals to what? 169. So that means hypotenuse is equal to what? Square root of 169, which is equal to what? 13. So that is 13 units. So we can then use this one to evaluate what we have here. So what we have here is sine theta plus cos theta divided by tan theta. So what would then be our sine theta? So sine theta will be what? Sine theta, which is opposite over hypotenuse. What's opposite? 5 over 13. That's the hypotenuse. Plus cos theta, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. That would be what? 12 over what? Over 13. everything here divided by tan theta, which is what? What is tan theta? Opposite over, that's 5 over 12. So when we find this one, so this will be what? 5 plus 12, that is 17 over 13 times 12 over 5. So what I did, I changed this one to multiplication. So therefore, you reverse this one. Then this one is 13. 13 is the LCM. Then we add the numerator. So when you have the same number as denominator, just add the numerator. That will just be the shortcut to it. So when you multiply this now, when you multiply this, when you multiply 17 and 12, 17 times 12, 17 times 12. So that gives us 204. That is 204. Then 13 times 5. 13 times 5 gives us 65. So 204 over 65. So this will become the answer. I hope this is very clear. So we move to the next question, number 4. Let us jump. Question number 4. So this one too as well requires some kind of patience when you are solving it. You have to be very careful as well. So in the figure below, calculate the length of x. Leave your answer in short form. So length of x, if you look at this, for x, your x here, the x here, you coming? Okay. The x here, so the angle with x here is this. This shape with x here is this one. So we can start to bring it out. Let's bring it out separately. So that to be clear, that's the way you should be doing it. This is x, this is 60, and this is 10. So we can find our x now. This is the opposite, this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. So we can use SOHCAHTOA to find this. So that means adjacent over hypotenuse, that is going to be CAH. So that is cos 60 degrees equals to adjacent, which is x over 10. So from here, so what is cos 60 degree? That should be the next thing. What is cos 60 degree? So cos 60 degree is what we're going to look for now. So let's look at this here. Cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree is 1 over 2. So that means we're saying that 1 over 2 equals to x over 10. So when you cross multiply, you have 2x equals to 10. Divide both sides by 2. So therefore, x is equal to what? 5 centimeters. So that is this option. You can see that it's very straightforward. So we've known that. Then the last part here, number 5. Question number 5. We are looking for y. So the same thing will be done here. We bring out the shape that has y. So this is the shape that has y. This is y here. X here is known as 5. Then this is 30 degrees. So we then look at that is opposite over over adjacent. This is hypotenuse. This is opposite. This is adjacent. That is OA. That is 12. So we say tan 30 degrees equals to opposite, which is 5 over y. So that means we have, when you cross multiply, so let's find the value of tan 30 degree rather. So tan 30 degree from what we did, tan 30 degree is root 3 over 3. So we can have it to be root 3. So root 3 all over 3 equals to 5 all over what? All over y. So here we can cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, we're going to have a y root 3 equals to what? Equals to 15. So that's 3 times 5. Therefore, y equals to 15 divided by what? Root 3. We can't leave the answer like this. We have to rationalize. So multiply by root 3 over what? Over root 3. So that means we have 15 root 3 all over 3. So 3 here, 1, 3 here, what? 5. So the answer will then be what? 5 root what? Root 3. I hope this is very clear. So that is option A. So that is that. You can see that it's very straightforward. It's easy. But that you practice more questions to understand it. So this is where we're going to stop in this video. I hope you find this video useful and helpful. So we are going to meet in our next class. Bye for now.